Welcome to the DHL Supply Chain Pricing Power Index update. I'm here with Andrew Cox. Andrew, what's the latest?
Tony, so the carriers gained another 5 points of power this week. This is now 4 weeks in a row that they've come off the bottom, which is a series history back in the early April of 10 points. We're now at 30, where they're getting a little bit more towards a balanced market. And as Zach mentioned, this is coming on the backs of kind of the disconnect between volumes and rejections. Of course, as Zach just mentioned, volumes are at a 3-year series high for this date on June 4th, much higher than 2019 and slightly higher than 2018. But as Zach said, there is a disconnect here between the volumes and the rejections and the rates. So I am with Zach on that side, that if volumes can stay this high and stay, if we see this new June normal somewhere around higher than 2019, then I expect rates to come up here in a little bit, but as the title of the article was, that the volumes are on full blast, but the rates are still just a dribble for these carriers.
Right, and I think that's where a lot of the mystery is around is there's all these volumes being pushed through, but exactly where and what industries are really kind of facilitating all of this movement, right?
Yeah, that, and also I look on the capacity side. You know, we saw that things were really bad in the month of the back end of March and the beginning of April, and we haven't seen as many delinquencies and bankruptcies as we would once think, and so I definitely think the PPP and the government assistance has helped keep some of these companies afloat, as well as the deferrals on payments from a lot of their leasing companies or their financial institutions that are helping them. So again, those are going to run out soon, so we may see some capacity churn out of this market, but maybe not, because we are seeing a really strong volume number. We're seeing reefer goods being pushed to where a lot of this volumes are coming off the West Coast and in the Southeast and Southwest, where a lot of the agricultural hubs are. We're still waiting on that kind of manufacturing. We're seeing the flatbed volumes still haven't really picked up in a way that we would hope for, but that being said, we are seeing Michigan and a lot of the Rust Belt, we're seeing some growth in volumes in that area as well.
And when we're looking at where things are now, you just mentioned the PPP, that's really keeping a lot of folks afloat. Do you think that might be delaying the inevitable for some carriers?
I mean, I have to think so, really. I mean, rates being as low as they are right now, them losing basically 2 months of volume here, I have to think there are a lot of carriers that are really hurting. So yeah, I mean, I have to think that there are going to be some carriers, there are going to be some delinquencies here in Q3 and Q4 pushing into 2021. We just haven't seen them yet. So, I am definitely expecting them moving forward.
And it's been a while since I've asked you this, your outlook for the index.
Yeah, so my outlook is that, I think we're going to see capacity churn out of this market. I think we're going to see tender rejections. I've got tender rejections here. I do think they're going to rise up. We're just kind of this slow, steady grind up. In the green, we have reefer, and then overall in the white, we've seen a slow, steady grind up on that overall number. I think things are going to continue to rise up, especially with volumes as high as they are. I don't think volumes are really going to fall down. We just saw the jobs number come out this month. We're seeing some positive economic signs that we may be past this bottom and that things are looking up from here. So yeah, I do think that the carriers are going to gain some more power. I think we look towards more of a balanced market here in the midsummer when we're fully wide open and everybody is out enjoying themselves. So I think things are looking up for the carriers. They were in a rough space there for about 2 months, but things will definitely get better in the back half.
Excellent. And Andrew, as always, thank you so much. Real quick, where can people find more?
Yeah, they can go to FreightWaves.com/passport for all of our research. We just put out an email this morning. We've got 3 new reports from the Passport team, including one that I've been really looking forward to, which is kind of an analysis of consumer credit and debit card data, as well on kind of overlaid on our outbound tender volume index to see the correlations and what kind of the subsectors have the biggest impact and biggest correlation to the outbound tender volume index. So definitely, everybody go check that one out.
Excellent. Andrew, thank you. We appreciate it. And thank you so much for tuning in. That's going to do it for this week's update for the DHL Supply Chain Pricing Power Index. Be sure to tune in next week for all the latest.